reckon my French girls are ready. What's going on? Thanks for the biddies. Yeah, so we've got Lava Coil, which I think is a really good removal spell right now. We got a bunch of Ionizes. We got 3 Eldest Reborns for when they eventually kill your Nivs. Peace Unbanned Twin, have a good one, and a bunch of other very reasonable Magic the Gathering cards. Let's kick the tires and see how it goes. Scryle, excuse me. Thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate the support. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month. So this deck, like the green-white deck that we just played, this is a viewer-submitted deck list. We're gonna play some matches with it here and give some feedback on it as we go in at the end. So we'll be able to see how it feels and see if it's competitive, or maybe we can make it a little bit better, or maybe make it a little bit worse. You know, can't be perfect all the time. We'll see how it goes. If you're interested in maybe finding out how I can play one of your decks on stream in the future, be sure to check out my website, jeffhoagland.com, or bit.ly/HugoSellout for short. The import-export buttons import and export deck list to and from my clipboard. So when I hit the export button, it copies the deck list to my clipboard, and then I paste it into a text file and upload it. Easy mulligan into a pretty reasonable 6 here. We've got Search for Azcanta to help us find a 3rd land. We've got both Ionize and Fiery Cannonade. I think I'm actually gonna bottom this Discovery because I want to tap out for Search for Azcanta on 2, which means I just want to give myself the best possible chance to get my 3rd land drop naturally, so that way I can hold up Ionize/Cannonade on 3. You can find all of my thoughts on Black Green Rocket Modern after I played it to Team Open on my article on Cool Stuffing from 2 weeks ago, I believe. bit.ly/Google articles. There is not a land. Perfect. So, do I want to just Cannonade and kill this? I don't think so. Hey, thanks for checking out Harry's Razors there. I appreciate that. I need to check that alert. The username on it is pretty small. I think Niv is an excellent finisher in basically every blue-red control deck. Yep. Very powerful. So I'm going to use my health total as a bit of a resource here. I'm just going to take this hit for 2 from the Electromancer, because this way if they play a second Electromancer post-combat, I can kill it. I'm going to go ahead and Cannonade now. It's perhaps a little bit greedy here, because this does allow them to untap and counterspell me potentially. Math Magician, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Instant Coffee Drink, thanks for re-upping that sub for the 6th month in a row. Welcome back, and thanks for keeping me employed here. Looking for some lands. I would love that one. Thank you for asking. Wow, that's a good Syncopate target. I would like Nicol Bolas, actually. I sideboarded in Niv in the Phoenix deck, untapped with it, and dealt 14 damage. That card, he kills them real dead. Ooh. I think I want to bin this so I can try and hit a land for this Eldest Reborn. Ding. You have a counterspell. Also, hitting land drops is good here because it means that I'm working towards flipping my Nicol Bolas. All right. So the opponent's deck probably has Crackling Drakes and Phoenixes in it. Fiery Cannonade might actually be okay here. Moment of Craving is definitely good. Fight with Fire is probably not good enough. Shock is decent. I guess Cannonade's probably... I guess Craving plus Shock are probably enough here. Do I want Negate or Stroke is a question, I think. These Ionizes are maybe not good enough. Yeah, Dire Fleet Poisoner is here for the mono green matchups, as well as anything that could have Carnage Tyrant. So this thing can flash in and block Carnage Tyrant inside of combat and trade with it. I really like this card in Standard in general. I'm gonna trim these two and bring in a couple of negates, I think. Maybe I want a couple of Eldest Reborns. Probably not. Let's run it like this, see how it feels. Hand seems reasonable. Not amazing, but fine. Could you please say something to the rank system? I see you're also still just silver, just like me. I believe the rank system is currently bugged. I believe the rank system is currently set up in a way where you lose significantly more than when you win. Like in terms of like the amount of rank you gain. But don't quote me on that. Yeah, yep. For my regular Magic players in the audience, if you haven't dipped into the standard format yet, if you're somebody who enjoys playing mid-range and control decks in Modern, you will love this standard format. This is a format where those mid-range and control decks are actually good. They're actually playable. What's going on, statistician? So turn 4 here is the turn where my opponent's going to be able to play Crackling Drake. So I think I want to hold up Ionize to not get Crackling Drake, ideally. Rather than, like, I could have gone Steam Vents into search for Azcanta there, but I think holding up Ionize this turn is pretty important. I also, like, don't have a removal spell for something like this, so pretty happy to just counter any threat that they play. If I like to play combo, is there something in this format for me? Yeah, actually, there is the Storm card deck. There's the Phoenix deck that we've played. The Grixis Phoenix deck seems reasonable. There's a mono blue Phoenix deck. 1000-Year Storm, that's what it's called. I feel exhausted when I play games for too long. They are some long grade games of Magic in this format. The 5-color Lich deck is basically a combo deck, that's true. Man, our answers are lining up beautifully into what they're doing this game. And that one. Real clean, just put this into play tapped. We'll use this turn to cast Chemister's Insight and gas back up here. And then next turn, if we bin the card off the top of our deck with Search for Azcanta, we'll actually get to flip this. We streamed the 5-color Lich deck. You can find it on my YouTube channel. Ali Andrazi has also written a couple articles about it on Cool Stuff Inc. You keep saying this is the best possible format you have played in Magic. Is it possible that you not like the format but arena that you like? I definitely think it's a mix of the two. I think in terms of quality gameplay, this format has better gameplay than Modern, though. This format has a lot of the depth of the interesting games of Modern without ever having to play against Tron, without ever having to play against Valakut Titan, without ever having to die to a Bogle. Because those things just, like, don't exist. Which is great. Wait, what? Why is it asking me to choose one? Oh, I accidentally clicked on it. That was weird. All right. Jumpstart means you can play a card from your discard pile. It's basically like a flashback if you're familiar with that mechanic from Magic. It's a flashback where you have to discard a card from your hand to flash it back. Dredge isn't even a new terrible thing. Dredge has been a terrible thing in Modern for a long time. It's just like slightly better now. Yeah, Jumpstart is a fantastic, very introducing mechanic. Average Bloom, thank you for the $25 donation. Had to get the shave kit and saw your post in Discord. Babyface Jeff sounds great. Also, could you combine this with my resub to make the best possible Bolas deck in Standard instead of the Abzan Mentor? Definitely Average Bloom. I appreciate the support. All right, so they're doing nothing, so that means this Azcanta is probably just going to take over the game. Scatter sounds great. They don't have any birds in here, right? Ooh, they do have a bird in there. The fact that they have a bird in there maybe means I should have taken the shock, because I can't scatter a bird coming back. I'm actually going to go ahead and keep the Lava Coil here because it's a way to permanently exile the Phoenix after it comes back. Because eventually that bird's coming back. Have I played Abzan Knights? I have not. I did create a Debian package for Cockatrice a while ago. I'm actually streaming Magic Arena from a Linux computer right now. I do pretty much all my work from Linux systems. It's just my preferred operating system. No, I think a new non-rotating format sounds awesome. I am having a good time, Disc Jockey. It's easier to be excited playing Magic, playing on a nice piece of software. Moment of Craving, sure. Look at all my cards. I might take a turn off from activating Azcanta because like my actual win conditions in this deck are Niv-Mizzet, and I can't get Niv-Mizzet off of Azcanta, so I kind of need the Chemister's insight into Niv-Mizzet. It runs perfectly fine under Wine Staging. I'm running an Ubuntu 1804 base system with staging 3.17 and 3.18 that's been fine on both. Stroke, rude. I tried Harry's razors today. They are better than Dollar Shave Club, but worse than Gillette. I don't think I've used Gillette. Have I used Gillette's products recently? I have to check what my old brand of razors were. I think they were Gillette. I didn't, definitely similar quality to the razors that I paid like premium price for at the store. Where are my Niv-Mizzets, chat? So we have the tools to like not die here, but eventually we'll find a win condition. So this is one of the things that I haven't highlighted yet tonight. When you're activating this Azcanta, oh, Sarkhan's eventually a win condition. So if you look here, if I click on my deck, I can actually see the cards I've stacked on the bottom with Azcanta. What's the highest RAM MTGA takes on my system? I believe Magic Arena has a memory leak, someone said. Yeah, basically any piece of information that you could be tracking with a pen and paper, Arena tracks automatically for you, effectively. Here there be dragons. Oh, I tapped off of black by mistake there. Whoops. Yeah. Yep, that's the thing. Oh, that's just dead, right? I literally just like flip Nicol Bolas and kill it. Don't mind me. My dragon's better than your dragon.
Bolas told me I should do this.
Bolas told me I should. That's fitting while Bolas is on the table. It's the savor the flavor for a moment. What's going on here? All right, speaking of arena and occasional bugs, I gotta restart my client really quick here because it definitely just crashed. How we doing, folks? Welcome. While I restart that, I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out here tonight. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I focus 100% on Magic the Gathering. Play nothing but Constructed here on this channel. So we play a ton of Standard here on Arena. We play Modern on Magic Online. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. I love doing what I do here, but my subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support, so big shout out to all of them. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. CoolStuffInc.com buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Warhammer, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. Hey, TTB Sharp Shot, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Zenny TV, thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine there. And Holy Flab, thank you for the 3-month resub. Thanks for shipping some dollary dues and keeping me employed here for another month in a row. BCWsupplies.com, love to help you protect your very valuable Magic the Gathering cards. They do sleeves, deck box, and all sorts of other great gaming accessories. Using code Jeff10, you can save 10% on your orders at BCWsupplies.com. And finally, Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 4 months now, and we really love it. I don't think we'd ever go back to traditional pillow top mattress. You can save $160 or more on your new Lisa mattress by checking out links bit.ly/ShuggleBedUS and bit.ly/ShuggleBedCA. All right, we won our first match here with the Grixis Dragons deck. Head on into our second one. Let's see how it goes. Standard's great, and we got a really awesome host here tonight from Savitz, and we kept a bunch of the people. I'd like to thank all the people that stuck around from that very massive host to check out my content for the first time, potentially. Thanks for sticking out. Average Bloom, do not apologize for swapping Modern to Standard. I am 10 out of 10 willing to swap any Modern decks in the queue to Standard at the moment. Really love this Standard format. It's quite fantastic. What's so good about the mattress? So the Lisa mattress is a foam mattress, which is different from a traditional pillow top mattress. One of the biggest differences to me, in addition to how the mattress feels as a foam mattress, it doesn't move or shake as much when you get in or out of the bed across the entire mattress like pillow tops tend to. So like if you're someone who sleeps with a partner, you're far less likely to wake them up when you get in and out of bed. Unless, of course, you're loud. I can't do anything about you being loud. Do I want to Discovery here, or do I want to hold up Syncopate? I don't really know what the opponent's doing. We have like basic mountain treasure maps. So they're probably something more mid-rangey. I think I'm going to go ahead and Discovery here. I don't use, I'm not using the application full screen. So I'm using Arena in a virtual desktop. I don't have any problems clicking in and out of it. Usually worth that. Do I get hot when I sleep in the bed? I don't, and I usually run pretty hot, but it definitely varies from person to person. Like most mattress companies, the Lisa mattress gives you, I believe it's a 100-day sleep guarantee. So if you order it and you come to the conclusion that it's not for you for whatever reason, you can return it and get all of your money back. So there's really no risk associated with trying one out if you're in the market for a new mattress. You're awesome. Now I'm going to proceed to pelt you with bits because I've been needing to scratch that itch for forever. Thank you for the biddies. Okay, so they're missing land drops here, which is good for us, obviously. Do I want a land at this point? I already have lands 5 and 6, or 4 and 5, and like Azcanta is going to be a land of entry, so I'm going to bin this. I like my foam mattress, and my fiance hates it, so we compromised and are getting a traditional pillow top. Sounds like a relationship. Bit Bob Ho! Thank you, Brecken, for the generosity. Ravnica should replace corsets. So, important thing to remember, if you're always eating candy, your teeth are gonna get rotten. If everything's special, nothing special. Thank you, Broom. I think I just let this resolve and draw 2. So, actually, yeah, I definitely want to let this resolve and draw 2 here, because this puts card number... Oh, is that card 5? Oh, that's only card 5. Rats, I thought we were gonna need to flip Azcanta this turn. Flipping Azcanta this turn would have been sweet, because I would have gotten to play Niv-Mizzet ahead of curve. It's okay, I don't have any teeth. Fair. Can you feel it, Mr. Crab? So, the sweet thing here is, while we didn't get to play Niv ahead of curve, we can ditch the top card of our deck this turn, and then we can play Niv with Shock up, so Shock will get to draw a card and kill the Goblin Chain Whirler. What's going on, Zach? Hope you had a safe trip home. What do I ditch here? I think I ditch Syncopate. I think I'm gonna ditch Syncopate. I don't want to ditch the extra Niv, because if they like double strike this Niv, I want it to stick around. Alright, so I need to bin whatever's on top of my deck here, because I want to flip the Azcanta this turn. Oh, I can't. Oh, that sucks. I can't, I actually can't hold up Shock, because I don't have quad red. Yeah, I don't have quad red. I only have 3 red. That being said, I think I'm still gonna graveyard that and flip this. I can actually do this and play Niv this turn, right? Yeah. Which is sweet. No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, I misclicked. All right. That's fine. I can play Nicol Bolas. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. I've never used this card before. Nicol Bolas is here. He's very angry. He's very angry, chat. Don't piss him off. Mistakes were made. Deacon, thank you for the biddies. Wow, they binned Lava Coil. Okay. So I assume this is dead. We're gonna have to try and manage somehow, Bob. Chat, help me. He's regenerating health faster than I can deal damage to them. Thank you for filling the cup up there. Are there any decks you could break with Glissa in Modern? Nope, Glissa is one of the many cards. It's just too slow and clunky for Modern. Do they have a Shock to kill Sarkhan? They do not. That's good for me. So, no Shock for the Sarkhan. Oh, they could have Lightning Strike or Shock off these treasures, huh? If they don't, like, these treasures are going to turn into a lot of cards for them. Sweet. All right, so I have this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do... I kind of like all the cards in my hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and make red here. And we're going to slam Niv into play here and have Shock plus Ionize up.
They are coming.
I feel like there's a bad joke you can make with that line, but I'm going to let it go. I'm going to take the high road here and not say anything after that voice line. Because I am an adult. I mean, using the Azcanta mana here is fine. What are they doing? Are they lightning striking my Niv-Mizzet? Holy crap, is that what's going on here? What are they lightning striking? Wait, they're lightning striking my Planeswalker? Resolves? Resolves. I don't know how we're gonna win this game without Sarkhan, chat. Can Twitch chat provide me with a competitive advantage on how I'm gonna win this game? We should get a resolves emote. That's not a bad idea. I do have 1 emote slot right now. I think I just Ionize this and shoot the Steamkin, wait. Boop him. Boop him right on the nose. Okay, that's an experimental frenzy, but like coffees for closers, and Niv's getting himself a cup of joe. Like this card kills people. We played a couple of the control decks that just like didn't have any win conditions in them on stream, and they really felt awkward. There's such good finishers in this format. Chat might not be on my side, but you know what, Jeff? Sneak attack. Thank you for the biddies, Bloom. Gonna pass here. I guess I should have played the search because I have 5 mana up, so I can't Ionize is only 3. Oh no, please don't Lava Coil my creature, opponent. How will I ever win the game now? Yeah, they'll fix the ranking system before the release, I'm sure. Yeah, Kent does stream, actually. He does once or twice a week. You can find him right there. Kent is good people. Roar. Here there be angry dragons. Don't mind me just driving about. Are we done here? In a way, Niv solves one of the biggest issues control decks has, which is just like when they play a card that you have a hard time dealing with, you just get to kill them. You're just like, I don't care that this card's drawing you 6 cards. Like, I'm just gonna kill you. Never forget, chat, one of the best forms of card advantage is killing your opponent while they have cards in their hand. This Niv-Mizzet's like a 12 for 1 because he's just gonna like kill them while they have all these cards in their hand. I'm gonna decline transforming the second Azcanta. I poke them right there in the face. Yeah, I agree. This game's been over for a while. Lava Coil your own creature and counter it. Just like the technology. Alright, so I don't really know what to do. I feel like I kind of want more Lava Coils in my board. I think this card's really good right now. Fiery Cannonade doesn't seem particularly good against what they're doing. I think I'd rather have these Moment of Cravings. Like, they have some small creatures, but I feel like I'd rather have the targeted spot removal rather than the sweeper effect. How many cards does the Steamful Stroke counter that we care about? It counters the Phoenix and it counters Experimental Frenzy, so like that's probably worth bringing in. Yeah, they probably have an okay number of large things. Eldest Reborn seems kind of medium. I don't think Spyglass named Frenzy is particularly great. Listen, this deck functions by playing the most powerful card in Magic the Gathering, the credit card. If you can't slap your opponent around with your wallet on occasion, like, what's the point, chat, really? It doesn't do anything, right? I don't know how aggressive their deck is. I guess they have Steamkin in their deck. Search for Azcanta is gonna find us everything we need, right, chat? It's like this is our ticket to the promised land. Sure, Lava Coil, never didn't have it. Holy crap. Is this turn 3? Is this turn 3 Niv-Mizzet? Is that what we're about to do here? Are we about to turn 3 Niv-Mizzet?
Told me I should do this.
Is this real life? Can somebody help? I think I need an adult. Turn 4, whatever. Listen, I have an advanced degree in mathematics. Don't tell me what turn it is. All right, I think I want the library. I think I want the Sulfur Falls, sorry. So, I think with double Steamkin here, I actually want to Lava Coil plus Nicol Bolas this turn. I guess if they kill Niv-Mizzet, I kill their things. Nah, because then they'll... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Lava Coil plus Bolas here. I think that's the conservative play. Oh, I did it again! Oh, I did it again! I clicked the wrong one! That's just embarrassing. That's just embarrassing. Listen, chat, you always want to do the first one. No, decline just chooses not to discard a card. You may discard a card. Listen. No, you can't hit Z. You can't hit Z. It doesn't do anything. Z doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to still just decline. That's a tilt. I'll take the shock. Done messed up. Let's see. So the real test here is if our deck is powerful enough to beat me playing it. Yeah, I've opened the vault a bunch of... I've given Wizards of the Coast like $1,000 for cards on Arena. I've opened the vault a lot. I've got almost every card in Standard. Because we pretty much just play Constructed format. Constructed on this stream. We don't do the draft Rooney.
I love a little. I fear a bold strike.
I might graveyard that. We're in a great spot, right? We're just like discarding a card. I'm gonna cast this Niv-Mizzet next turn. I want you to realize how powerful this deck is, chat, because it can win with me piloting it. Can I put my 3,000 bits this week towards Dealer's Choice in Standard? Yep. Yep. I'm gonna put those right into Blue Black Pirates. Where's Blue Black Pirates at? I think I'm in for a Syncopate. This is gonna get to flip anyways. Nah, I don't enjoy playing limited, which is why I don't play it for the most part. The reason why I really enjoy playing TCGs is the process of like tuning and improving decks. And in draft, you just can't do that. Yeah, when you're in the main deck editor screen, there is a export deck button. Woo! Is that card good? Play a creature. Play a creature. Rats, why are we so incredibly unlucky? Use my Bit Bomb for French Dragons Part 2, the Niv-Mizzet Boogaloo. Will do Brick and Sky. This just resolves, right? Because I only have 2 up. Null Hide's in the main deck of the Stompy decks usually, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate Azcanta here, digging for our second copy of Lava Coil. Shock, sure. Wow, we got a second Phoenix out of their hand with the Eldest Reborn. That's great. This Eldest Reborn is gonna bring back Niv-Mizzet next turn, and the game's going to end on the spot. It's gonna be one of those, the game's not gonna end for a couple of turns, but like the game is over and my opponent can no longer win moments. You can always find all decks that I'm going to be playing in the future on the stream in my deck queue that's listed on my website. So I'm going to go ahead and shock this, which triggers Niv-Mizzet to draw a card, which deals an extra damage here. And then I'll Moment of Craving the token. $1.7 is a little bit over my average. A little bit over my average. It's actually not that far off of my average for standard, though. My average for standard has probably been close to 1,400 or so far. The standard format is absurdly popular, and Arena is pleasant to watch. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's more efficient, right, to Moment of Craving, kill it, and then shock their face. I get 1 more point of damage in. Things that didn't matter, chat. I don't need to know how my cards work. We win by miles because the Grixis Dragons deck is awesome. Don't forget to sleep. I am going to sleep, I promise. So we've been playing this deck for half an hour, so I'm going to stream for another 60 minutes or so. 45 minutes to an hour we're going to play. See how many more matches we can play in that time. I am going to sleep, though. I was up till 3 a.m. last night. I was up for like 4 hours, so I want a good night's sleep before we play tomorrow. You could rummage with Sarkhan to kill the token. Yeah, you're super right. We could have. Gosh, this hand is so good with the second land. Aren't they all, though? Azcanta's really good in this deck. I like that Search finds Eldest Reborn because it's kind of like a backdoor loophole way for Search to find creatures. Yeah, I think I'm in for a 4th land. His deck's been sweet. A lot of the blue-black based decks in the format have felt really good. Although I guess this deck is blue-red based more than anything. Alright. I go into work in the morning. The kiddos have an exam this week. I'll catch the YouTubes later. Insert shameless YouTube plug here. Of course, thank you for the bits, Brecken. For those of you that are new, if you're enjoying my stuff, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Actually, everything I stream gets archived there. So if you want to watch a lot more standard content, I break all of my YouTube streams up by deck list. So you can watch just the decks that you care about very easily. What are my thoughts on Esper in Standard? We played a blue-white splash black deck that felt pretty good. This Sarkhan is sweet. Pretty good chance this Lava Coil doesn't have text in this matchup, right? Like, if they're an Esper Search for Azcanta deck, they probably don't have many creatures that are early. Let's go ahead and turn this into a better card. Ooh, like that one. For Niv-Mizzet, it's probably going to be pretty good in the control mirror. All right, I'm gonna click on the right one. Whew, whew. I've mastered this Magic Arena thing. True master. I am a powerful wizard. I have learned, thank you for the YouTube subscribe, Leviathan. I have learned how to click on the right button, chat. Tremble in the face of my skill. Was that good, by the way? What do we think of that? That is incredibly rude, opponent. Incredibly rude. What did Niv-Mizzet ever do to you? Oh, that one could stay right there, chat. Can that one stay right there? Look at that. Running hot, 2 for 2, clicking the right Planeswalker ability. 2 for 2, clicking the right Planeswalker ability. Truly mastered Magic the Gathering. Oh, I should shock so I can shock. Yeah, that's super correct. 110% should have shocked to shock. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate the constructive and specific feedback. Oh, well, I've got a counter spell here. I think I just like plus this and don't do anything. This thing ultimates already too. This deck is lit. Do the kids still say that? Can I say this deck is lit? Am I fly if I say this deck is lit? Lit fam. Okay. I want to be down with the lingo, chat. Suck it, Teferi. There's a new king of the control mirror.
Stop that. Now.
Niv is really good. Don't mind me, just drawing cards, dealing damage. Graveyard, transform. I'm actually not gonna ult him because if they have ritual stuff, they just clean it out. So I have 8 mana altogether here. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate this. Oh, I only have 7 mana. I think I'm supposed to look for a counter spell, right? Perfect. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all I got. Yeah, the Sarkhan Niv curve is pretty real. That's some good stuff, chat. Just some good clean living. That's fair if they ritual of Niv kills them. Oh, this is really funny. So this does this, and then the Syncopate kills them because it triggers Niv. Bye, friend. I could have just done the BM sync for 0. You're not wrong. Okay, let's trim all of our cheap removal. The sideboard might need adjusting here. I guess the scatters are bad. Okay, that's pretty clean then. I like cut all my creatures cards and bring in control cards. Oh, Lava Coil's pretty bad. Leaving a couple of shocks. That's in friend. Couple of shocks to kill old Tef after they down tick on him seems fine. Yeah. Oh, if they bring in Thief. Shock for Thief is a good point. Yeah, honestly, I might want more shocks with that thought in mind. Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring in the Spell Pierce. I'm gonna leave a 3rd shock in for now, because they could realistically have that card in their deck. Fight with Fire kills boarded Niv too. Oh, they don't have Niv. Chat, they're Esper. Stop confusing me. So the black is a very small splash in this deck. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Oh. Sand's great. Why didn't you keep, Jet? Why'd you wait for me? You could have kept that. I keep clicking, but it won't do anything. That's okay. It's okay. It must be your computer must be broken. Should get a refund. No, I think Eldest Reborn is important because it's basically our Vraska's Contempt. It's our way to, like, kill their Teferi after it resolves. Makes me sad to been a cancel, but I need to try and find a land, which I did not. Classic 2 lands, get an extra look on the draw, brick and die. That one can stay right there. If they Chemister's Insight, do I Syncopate? Don't have to decide. Alright, if we can find our 4th land, Chemister's Insight can probably find us the next one. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm just gonna go ahead and bend this Azcanta here. Jeez, who kept this hand? Or they were an idiot. Jeff, I put more money into the slot machine so I could build this deck. Bob, shut up. But it's money well spent. Hey, take your adult job and enjoy it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Chemister's Insight at end of turn here. And then untap and shock this. I'm still just like digging for lands here. Yeah, that one can stay. If you've been playing Magic for a while, the best way I can describe Arena is that this is the Magic video game we have been waiting for a very, very long time. This application is great. It's very well done. Yeah, God, the suggestion on leaving the Shoxton was so clutch. I don't remember who made that suggestion, but you're the real MVP. I think I have enough lands that I'm bidding that at that point. Oh yeah, that transforms this too so if I jam Nikki B, I can still shock and do something else. I'm gonna start with shock here, because killing this is most important. How much money do I need to invest in Arena now? How much should I invest to get a competitive deck? It seems like about $100 is about the magic number. It gets you most enough wild cards to build most things, it feels like to me. I think I'm just gonna Syncopate this, honestly. Like, I have this Eldest Reborn to like stop a Planeswalker next turn. Hey, Crank Cooley, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here with that. Welcome. Welcome to everybody. Hope you're having a great Sunday night or maybe Monday morning, wherever you're at in the world. Yeah, that's true. Monocolored decks are much cheaper because they don't need the rare lands in the mana base. If you like playing mid-range Magic, this is one of the best formats of Magic you could ever play. Mid-range and control. There's good aggro decks and combo decks in this format too, but those also exist in like Modern and stuff like that. This is gonna be Teferi, Tuck my Nikki B.
I know my response. I'm known for my excellent timing.
Sure. And this is why we've got Eldest Reborn in our deck.
No more games.
Goodbye, friend. I don't think Karanos is very good. I think the matches. I think honestly, if you wanted a grind card, I would recommend playing. Ral Zarek before Karanos. No, I don't think so. Like Niv always sticks, chat. They can't counterspell your Niv. Huh. Do I want a Chemister's Insight and then just play this Nicol Bolas out? I think I do. It like baits removal out of them. I kind of like that. Like, next turn I get to Eldest Reborn, take their Teferi. The animations are A+. Bye, Fred. Chad, is this deck good? Or is this deck great? You have Moment of Cravings in the sideboard, Bobby. You can also just, like, block it. this hand's great. God, this hand's really good. Why don't I play in the events? Because playing in the events locks me into playing a deck for a whole bunch of matches, and we might not want to play that many matches with it. And because I'm playing viewer-submitted deck lists, a lot of the time I want to tune decks or make changes in between matches. Would you sideboard Thought Erasure? I'm not sure that we really need Thought Erasure. Yeah, the events are good value if you want a free-to-play. My goal when we're playing on stream isn't to grind value. Like, I have all the cards from, like, putting dollars in. My goal is to, like, learn about the decks that we're playing and try and build them in interesting ways. Sarkhan. All right, I'll take a Nicol Bolas. It's, like, second best to Sarkhan there. We've not played against Mono Blue yet. The Rainbow Lich deck was sweet. I had a lot of fun playing with that. I think I leave that on top there. I need two more sources for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and jam Nikki here. There could maybe be an argument for waiting to jam Nick until next turn, because next turn is their what's it called turn? The turn where they have the Chemister's Insight. Then they have to choose between Chemister's Insight and Ionize. How close am I to a complete standard? Which I actually don't know offhand. How close are we to flipping? There's only 2 cards in my bin. That's sad. So we're gonna bin things pretty aggressively, looking for a blue source here. We get like 4 shots of finding a blue source, basically. Get 2 this turn. Perfect. Get to slam old Niv-Mizzet next turn. Just having 4 of like the best card in these control mirrors in the main deck is so good. Ooh, they're Grixis as well. Okay. No, so how the 5th card works in Arena, when you get a copy of a card, I'm actually going to put this back on top, because if they kill the first one, I want a second one. When you get a 5th copy of a card, it turns into a very small fraction of a percentage towards your vault. Do you cut Niv versus aggro? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We actually haven't played against aggro. We've just been like dumpstering. Someone who gets it. I like it. I like it. Somebody who understands when the game of Magic the Gathering is over and they stop playing. Okay? Okay, I can respect, opponent. I like the cut of your jib. It's cut in a very pleasant direction. That was quite excellent. That was very, very good. Let's leave Fight with Fire in, because they probably have Niv-Mizzets in their sideboard. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, this deck, I think, is actually a great example of how to correctly build a 3-color deck in Standard, which is that you'll notice this deck is a base blue-red deck with a very small black splash, which means we can get by only playing 5 or 9 black sources in the mana base and not get punished for it. Whereas if you wanted to play a card like Vraska's Contempt that's black, we would need to change the mana base very drastically in order to be able to cast a black card consistently. How much rock, paper, scissors I think there is in general? Honestly, I don't know. For questions about the vault, I don't know 100% of the answers offhand. I would direct you to the Magic Arena subreddit, or tagging them on Twitter, or doing some Google searches. There's a lot of good information out there too. Yeah, Discovery does also help us find our... I'm gonna shock this in and spell Pierce a Charter Course this turn, or an Opt. Use my mana. We do have 3 Azcantas, thank you very much. I just straight up butt backs. I don't enjoy playing limited. I'm told you get more out of your money if you play limited with the gems that you buy, but I just don't enjoy playing limited, so I just turned into booster packs and opened them. there. Sarkhan's pretty likely to die here. I guess Electromancer means I should have left some shocks in my deck, huh?
I know what I'm doing.
I think I'm gonna bin this stroke. So you don't get more mythic than rare wild cards. It's just when you're building your mana bases early, you use more rare wild cards on your mana base. I've actually hit a point where, because I have all of the shocks and the buddy lands crafted already, I actually have more mythics than rares, because as I'm building more decks, I need more mythics than rares. So the ratios are actually reasonable once you have a mostly complete collection, but when you're very early, it's definitely super slanted towards not having enough rares because of how mana bases in Magic work. I think I just need to bin this looking for lands. I brought in Spyglass because I was expecting them to have Planeswalkers, because I was not certain what our opponent was doing. If this was a shock right now, I'd be in a much better spot. So it'll probably be a shock post board. Tilt. Honestly, I feel like there's two really easy ways they could fix the issues that the arena economy has. The first is that they need to make you be able to trade wild cards for other wild cards, whether it's like 10 uncommons for a rare, or some large ratio. I should be able to turn worse wild cards into better ones. And the other one is they should just make it so you can't open 5th copies of cards you already have 4 of. The vault is nonsense. Just like stop me from being able to open the extra ones. The 5th card issue and being able to convert wild cards are the two things I would like to address. I would like addressed. Currently a math major who's trying to learn how to write code in my spare time, but there's so much out there that's honestly overwhelming. I'm trying to pick one language. Python is the best one you should pick up to learn. It's very easy to learn the basics of, and it's a very widely used language. Python's always my recommendation for when people are trying to learn to program to start. Weird. Guess what? The packs you open in draft are different than the packs you open in or just in general. So you could have them be different. Like I feel like sometimes Magic players forget that like the company that makes the rules can make exceptions to the rules. So like they could put an asterisk and say, well, this works this way, except in these scenarios, and like write the exception in. It's really not a big deal. How do you handle people with every card in every set? Do they get wild cards? No, so you don't. It's really simple. You don't give them wild cards when they have a full set. Only at the point when they have a full set do you then start giving them small amounts of vault progress. So when your set is 4x'd and you buy another pack, that pack turns into vault progress to discourage people from printing wild cards with one set. It's very, very simple. It's not complicated. Very simple system. So when you need Python to be faster, you can literally do C calls with it. And this is going to sound very lazy programmer of me, but you're a programmer. You know you're lazy too. Computers are fast enough at this point that Python's fast enough for most things. And the few things that Python's not fast enough for, you literally just drop down into CPython and have it call C code to do those computations. If you're not lazy, you're not a good programmer. Good programmers are looking to do the most work with the least effort. That's how you be a good programmer. Your best programmer has automated his job away but never told anyone. Yep, that is the God's honest truth. Python isn't fast enough in my world. Sure. And I'm talking about from on like big data server backend stuff. You're probably right that Python's not fast enough. Anything user facing, Python's fine. Anything user-facing, Python's fine. So I'm really bad at predicting the future, so I don't try to do it.
We begin.
But Loam, it's very simple. In Limited, you make the packs different. The packs in Limited are already different than the packs you open in the store because the packs in Limited have 15 cards in them, right? Whereas the packs in the store have 8 cards. It's super easy. You just make an asterisk and say, in Limited, packs open as normal. It's really not complicated. What happens to the 5th copy? Then you turn it into some vault progress or some other thing. All right, click the middle one. These turn 4 Niv-Mizzets are so good. Can we just like appreciate the Sarkhan Niv curve? I feel like this is what... Fun fact, I got to spoil this card. Got to write about this one for CoolStuffInc.com. Sweet to see this card seeing play as a 4 of and feeling good. Good game, yep. I appreciate somebody who gets it, opponent. No, Sarkhan's not modern playable. Stop all of these bad 3 and 4 mana cards, none of them are modern playable. They're all probably very standard playable though. This is the format where you can play clunky bad 3 and 4 mana cards. This is it. This is the format. This is the format you've always wanted. Where all those cards that I told you are unplayable in Modern, they're playable in this format. This is the format they were printed for. Scred Dragons is unplayable garbage. Blood Moon is not good. That deck is clunky and slow and not interactive. Nick is like close. The fact that it generates value is okay. Honestly, it's probably just not mana efficient enough. Modern is a brutal fast format where mana efficiency is king. That looks fine. Everyone watch SCG Dredge. Sir, I very clearly watched Death Shadow win the SCG tournament. That means Death Shadow is the best deck in Modern. Don't you know how anything works, Bob and Ches? Bob and Ches, don't you understand? We played a really sweet Primal Amulet deck that had Chromium in it. I think we also played straight up regular Esper control too. My tier 8 deck, yep. I actually just want both of these. I'd prefer if the chat doesn't devolve into just talking about Todd Stevens. If you're not familiar with what happened this weekend, please check the main Magic subreddit, r/MagicTCG. Please and thank you. Direfleet Poisoner is there for Direfleet Poisoner is there for Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, might have been greedy to bin that. Arena's no different than Moto. My red-white player is playing slower than my blue-white control deck. Well, at least slower still means it could be, it's still, you know, faster than Moto. Which guild am I most excited for? Probably Simic. Most of us are Simic mages at heart. We just want the unplayable archetype to be playable. I should have taken the Sulfur Falls last turn. I was really greedy not to. How much for a League of Scred Dragons? 50 American dollars. Boop. I discarded the Niv because if I hit a land, I can Eldest Reborn and get it back here soon. Getting thoroughly punished for binning that Sulfur Falls. God bless, God bless. Just like no text, discard, reanimate. This card is so good. Just like the good, just good, clean, grindy value. Man, I really hope we get a Kaya in the next set. I'll keep that one. They bin a card here. When we get, and the sweet thing about Eldest Reborn getting Niv back too is that we get Niv back with all our mana open. I'm super into Magic, never played before. A few weeks ago, I opened 2 Nicol Bolas randomly. Should I try to build a budget Grixis deck or wait till I have more cards? Depends on what you want to have fun doing. Always remember that Magic is a game and you should play it in a way that you find enjoyment. So if you enjoy partnering around with a budget Grixis deck, you can and should build it. If you think you'd have more fun building something that's more waiting to build something that's more competitive, that's a perfectly valid thing to do as well. And I would like to thank everybody for hanging out here through the end tonight. I think this is probably going to be my last match of the evening. I've been going for almost 6 hours. I was not planning to stream for anywhere near this long tonight. I appreciate everybody who hung out from Sav's host. I really appreciate you stopping in to check out my content here. I'm here a lot. I'm here, 30, 40, 50 hours a week sometimes. So if you enjoy constructed Magic, we play a ton of Standard here on Arena. I play Modern as well. Be sure to give my Twitch channel a follow. You can also check out my YouTube stuff. YouTube.com/Jeff Hoagland. All my stuff ends up there. And I assume this Niv-Mizzet is just about to put them deep in the ground. Yeah, opponent's playing what's probably the Mono Blue Phoenix deck that did well at a Japanese tournament. Seems like it. The opponent's win condition is literally bringing back a bunch of Arclight Phoenixes, which means this Fiery Cannonade is about to do God's work. The blue-black operative deck is very sweet, to be fair. I mean, can they really mill me out with Niv killing them? Niv closes games out very quickly. Yeah, they definitely have Narcomoeba in their deck. Like, coffees for closers, and Niv's getting himself a cup of joe. Look at how many spells are in my hand. It's gonna run them down very, very quickly. The wand is only self-mill, but Drowned Secrets is any player. There's a deck list on your screen. If you're on mobile, you can also type exclamation point deck in chat to get a link to the deck list. Hoaglandia stan until I die. Thank you, EnerGG, for the 9-month resub there. Thanks for keeping me employed. Welcome back. Go ahead and get rid of that. They mill themselves a little bit, sure. I wonder if they boarded out their Narcomoebas. Yeah, this is one of those games where, like, if I was playing in paper, I might just, like, put my hand face up and just be like, you're allowed to concede whatever you want. I mean, I think you mean the rare lands are tough for free-to-play players. Like, it's definitely tough to play without them, I agree. Hey, Ben T up. Thank you very much for the brand new Prime or the brand new Tier 1 sub. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome. They've been very good for Standard. The modern numbers earlier were not good. I agree. Magic is not a free-to-play game. You can if you don't value... Let's be honest. All of the free-to-play games, they're only free-to-play if you value your time at $0 an hour. It's just how it works. Paper Magic can be a tough nut, Mikey. There's definitely a reason why I don't play every weekend anymore, but I do it sparingly. Every once in a while, I find big Paper Magic tournaments enjoyable, but every weekend definitely gets grind. I'm referring to card games, sorry. So, like, games like Dota and other games that are different genres, you're right. Those can be completely free to play. I'm referring to, like, the Hearthstones and Test Legends and Eternal card games and stuff like that. I have 33, they have 14. They must have boarded their Narcomoebas out, right? We are playing Grixis Dragons. The opponent is playing Mono Blue Self-Mill, which is a deck that's been featured on a couple of Magic websites. I mean, going to time is like completely on you as a control player. It's like one of the dangers you take on when playing the deck. When you choose to register control in a match of Magic, you're playing with 3 people. You're not just playing with you and opponent, you're playing with you, your opponent, and the clock. This deck was, God, there are so many sweet decks in this format. I was not expecting this to be as good as it felt. So thoughts on what this is doing. How many copies of Discovery are there in this deck, for starters? There's one random Discovery. So I think I would clean up some of the numbers in here. I think I like Discovery more than Radical Idea. So I think I would probably turn this into, as someone who's a big fan of like hitting land drops, Discovery helps you do this. This also like randomly gives you tools against things like Carnage Tyrant when their hand is empty. As far as the rest of the mix of things, it felt pretty clean. The Sarkhan turn 3 into turn 4 Niv-Mizzet was really good, and I liked that a lot. As far as the sideboard goes, I don't think I want Dragon's Horde. Dragon's Horde is just like more card advantage in a deck that doesn't really need it. I think Dragon's Horde is worse than Sarkhan on average. As far as the sideboard goes, I kind of feel like I want another couple copies of Lava Coil, but I guess I'm not 100% sure what I want to cut for them. The Moment of Cravings do have some nice decks, and I guess these kick up to deal 5 to some bigger things, which is good. So I might want to try and fit more of these in here, but I might want to play games like, I'd probably want to play games against like green-black and see how that feels. I feel like looking at this deck list against green-black, I would want myself wanting more Lava Coils. I think the Dire Fleet Poisoners are good, I think. The Dire Fleet Poisoners are a card that's good against green-black, and this is a card that's very good against Carnage Tyrant in general. The Spell Pierce might be some hot nonsense. That could be a card you could trim. Like, we have 2 Strokes, 3 Negates, and 2 Spyglasses, so I could see this turning into that third Lava Coil. That doesn't seem unreasonable. I think that seems fine. That's gonna be it for me for today, folks. I've been going for a little over 5.5 hours and only plan to stream for 3 hours today. So big shout out again to Savs for the host, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. I start about 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm planning to play 2 leagues of Modern to start off the day, and then I'll be playing some Standard on Arena after that. Thanks everybody for the very generous support. We had a ton of new subs tonight too, so welcome to all of those new subs. Make sure you pop into the subs Discord server if you haven't already. We have lots of great conversations there. It's a way for you can pick my brain even when I'm not online, interact with other people who have lots of good ideas. And I'll catch all of y'all around later. Thanks for the support, folks.